Welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share and drop your comments. Thank you. In today's tutorial, we will learn how to make a beautiful design that is useful in decorating necklines, sleeves, trousers, blouses or dresses. Stay with me as we learn how to make it. The first thing to do is to cut out straps of the fabric you intend to use. You fold the strap into two and sew, just as I am doing. After sewing, you trim off the excess. And the next thing after trimming off the excess is to turn the strap. You can use a loop turner to do this turning. But if you don't have loop turner, I will teach you another method of turning. Now my loop now is about 0.25 inches after sewing. For demonstration purpose, I will use this small strap to teach how to turn it without a loop turner. And all I will need is a needle and thread. I will pass my thread through a needle and use it to turn it. Just watch as I do it. The first thing to do is to secure my needle at the end like that. Then I will pass it through the loop to the other end. I'll bring out my needle at the other end and I will try to pull it. I'll pull it inward. I'll pull the strap inward gently as I can. And I'll make sure it doesn't have any gather. I'll straighten it and I'll keep pulling. Gently straighten it at that end and keep pulling. Keep pulling until I am able to turn the strap inside out. If you are using these techniques to turn for the first time, it might look difficult, but trust me, it is not. Just keep practicing and you'll get it. And that is how I will turn all my straps. I won't use a loop turner, so I'll just keep turning it just like this, and it's easy. Trust me, it's easy to do. After turning on my strap, the next thing is to draw out my design. I'll be using a paper stay for my design base. Okay, this is the design I'm using. You can use any style, any design, any shape of your choice. It's 30 inches by 1.5 inches. So I will draw that flower or that petal on my paper stay. Watch as I do the design, and you don't necessarily have to follow what I'm doing. You can do any design, any shape of your choice. This type of work or design is beautiful when you use it at the edge of your sleeve, of your trousers, of your blouses, of your dress, or even your neckline. Like in this tutorial, I'll teach how to use it as neckline and also at the tip of your sleeve. So now this is what I want to use for my sleeve edge. This is it. And now let's go to the neckline. I'm cutting off the shape. This is my blouse pattern already, so I'm cutting out the neckline that I want to design. After cutting out my neckline, I placed it on my paper stay and I'm trying to trace it out. I'm trying to trace out that shape. Once I finish tracing it out, I will add 1 inch sewing allowance to it. Okay, that's the shape. So the next thing is to add 1 inch sewing allowance to the end at that point. I'm adding 1 inch sewing allowance, and after adding my sewing allowance, I will place my pattern, my design, and design it as I please. As I said earlier, you can always do any design of your choice. This is just for tutorial purpose, so you can work on it, build on it, and bring out a beautiful design. I'm using the same pattern to draw out a design, although the design of my neckline will be slightly different from the design on my sleeve. So I'll just draw it out and make a beautiful pattern. This is what I have at the end of the day for my neckline. The next thing is to place my strap on the design and sew. And the only thing to take note of is that while drawing out your pattern or while sewing, you make sure that your pattern overlap at some point. If it doesn't overlap, then it will just be on its own. Make sure it overlap at some point as you sew. So that's the first one. The first one is done. I'm trying to place the second one and I'm overlapping it. You see, it's overlapping at this point. So make sure it overlaps at some point. At this point, I've finished sewing. The next thing is to attach it to wherever I want to attach it to. For me, I'm sewing it on my sleeve, so I'm just attaching it straight. And after sewing, I will tear off the paper stay. And once I tear off the paper stay, I will design as I please. And if you like, you can leave it the way it is, just like this. But for me, I'll tear off and I will add beads and rhinestone. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.